Section 42 is about patterns that match characters in strings rather than parts of expressions, and about using string templates to construct strings. String patterns in the Wolfram language use much of the same notation as other patterns. Blank in a string pattern, for example, matches any individual character in a string. X blank gives that character the name X. Double blank matches any sequence of one or more characters, and triple blank in a string pattern matches any sequence of 0 or more characters. Pieces of a string pattern can be combined by putting two tilde characters between the pieces. For example, the plus character followed by two tilde characters followed by blank is a string pattern that will match plus followed by any other character in a string. This uses that pattern in a function called string cases to pick out all instances of plus followed by a single character in a string. String cases works like the cases function, except that instead of operating on general expressions, string cases uses string patterns to pick out matching pieces in a string. This uses a longer string pattern to pick out 3 characters after each plus character. The second argument in the string cases function can also be a rule that specifies a replacement for each matching string. For example, here the second argument in the string cases function is a rule that looks for a plus character followed by another character and returns a list with the character after the plus enclosed in a frame. As in other patterns, X before the blank gives the name X to whatever matches the pattern. In this example, the character that matches X blank is inserted in place of X on the right side of the rule. This uses a double blank as part of a pattern in string cases to pick out a string with an opening square bracket followed by a sequence of characters followed by a closing square bracket. If there is more than one way to match a pattern, double blank and triple blank patterns normally match the longest string that will work. For example, this shows a double blank pattern matching everything between the first opening square bracket and the last closing square bracket in a string. Enclosing the double blank in shortest causes the double blank to instead choose the shortest match that will work. Replacements in a string can be made using the string replace function. For example, this uses string replace to apply a rule that replaces opening square brackets with 2 less than characters and closing square brackets with 2 greater than characters. This uses string replace to replace characters between opening and closing square brackets with 2 uppercase applied to those characters. The rule in this example is a delayed rule entered using :greater than rather than an immediate rule. The delayed rule is used because the value of x in 2 uppercase of x isn't known until the rule is applied. The double blank pattern in that rule is also enclosed in shortest so that the shortest possible matches will be used. Without shortest, the rule would instead be applied to replace all of the characters between the first opening square bracket and the last closing square bracket. This uses nest list and string replace to repeatedly apply a pair of replacement rules to a string. The function string_matchQ works like matchQ but for strings and string patterns. For example, this shows string_matchQ used with a pattern that matches any string that starts with A and ends with B. This uses select and string_matchQ and that same string pattern to select from word list all of the words that start with A and end with B. String patterns can also use a vertical bar to make a pattern that matches any of 2 or more alternatives, and double dots after a pattern to match any sequence of 1 or more things that match that pattern. For example, this uses a pattern with a vertical bar and double dots to pick out all of the sequences of repeated capital A or B characters in a string. The name digit character in a string pattern matches any of the numerical digit characters 0 through 9. For example, this uses digit character and the double dot pattern to pick out sequences of digit characters in a string. This uses digit character and whitespace to pick out sequences of digits that are surrounded by whitespace. Whitespace is a name that matches characters like space and tab and newline. Replacing digit character by letter character and that input picks out sequences of letters that are surrounded by whitespace. In many applications it is useful to split strings into words or characters or other pieces. This shows a function called string_split splitting a string into words. String_split by default breaks a string at spaces. A second argument can be included in string split as a string pattern that specifies where to split the string. This input, for example, uses a vertical bar pattern in the second argument of string split to split a string wherever there is a plus character or two dash characters. In strings that break across more than one line, there is a special newline character that indicates the positions of the breaks. In input, the newline character is represented as \n. In this input, for example, the first argument in string split is a string that is entered across 3 lines, and the second argument is the string \n, which causes the string to be split at the line breaks into separate strings for each line. Although it doesn't quite reconstruct the original string, that list of strings can be turned into a single string using string join. To reconstruct the original string, it is necessary to insert a newline character between the strings before joining them, which can be done using a function called string riffle. For example, this shows string riffle used to insert a newline character between the strings and then join the strings to get the original string with line breaks. Here's another example showing string riffle used to construct a string by joining strings with 3 dash characters inserted between the strings. Any Wolfram language expression can be turned into a string using a function called textString. For example, this uses textString to turn numbers into strings so that they can be joined into a string. A more convenient way to create strings that contain expressions is to use string templates, which can be set up using a function called stringTemplate. For example, this uses stringTemplate to make a string containing the expressions 100 and 200. String templates work like pure functions in that they have slots into which arguments are inserted. Successive slots in a string template are indicated by a pair of backquote characters. Just as with other functions, arguments are enclosed in square brackets after the string template. When the string is created, the first argument is converted to a string and inserted in place of the first pair of backquotes. The second argument is turned into a string and inserted in place of the second pair of backquotes, and so on. Also, as in pure functions, the argument of a string template can be an association in which the keys are strings. For example, this shows a string template with an association as the argument. Just as when the argument of a pure function is an association, each slot in that string template has a label that matches a key in the association to indicate which value from the association should be inserted in place of that slot. In this example, the slots labeled A in the string template are filled by the value associated with the key A in the association, and the slot labeled B in the string template is filled by the value associated with the key B in the association. Expressions can also be included directly in a string template by enclosing the expressions between > and * characters. For example, this shows a string template with an expression between > and > characters. The value of the expression is computed and turned into a string before it is joined with the rest of the string. In that example, since everything is included right in the string template, there are no slots to be filled, and there are no arguments between the square brackets after the string template. Here's another example that gives the same result using a string template that does include slots that are filled from arguments between the square brackets after the string template. Slots between the > and * characters in a string template are indicated by number sign characters, just like in ordinary pure functions, and other slots are indicated by pairs of backquote characters with numbers as needed to indicate which argument should be inserted in place of which slot. In that example, the argument at position 1 is inserted in place of slot number 1 in the string template, and the argument at position 2 is inserted in place of slot number 2 in the string template. Here's another example using a string template with no slots. Dayname of now gives the name of the current day when it is computed, so the result shows the name of the day when this string template was applied. That's the end of the examples for this section. To summarize, here is the programming vocabulary from this section. The notation used for string patterns has much in common with the notation that came up previously for other patterns, and string templates work a lot like pure functions, so much of this vocabulary is a review of features from other parts of the Wolfram language. Among the most prominent differences are the double tilde notation for connecting pieces of a string pattern, and various notational details such as in the notation for slots in a string template. More information about string patterns and string templates can be found in the Wolfram Language and System Documentation Center by clicking the Core Language Instructor button and choosing String Manipulation from the menu that pops up, which brings up this guide page with links to general functions for working with strings. There is a link from this page to the guide page specifically on string patterns, and there is also a link from here to the guide page on functions that commonly come up in using string templates. Here are the exercises from the end of this section. As an example, consider exercise 42.4. Use a string template to make a grid of results of the form I plus j equals the sum of I and j for I and j up to 9. The entries in that grid could be constructed using string join and text string, as in this input, which gives the entry when I is 3 and j is 4, but a shorter and more elegant way to get the same result is to use a string template. This shows that string template method used with grid and table to get the grid described in the exercise. Computation of the sum can also be done right in the string template, as in this input. And here is the same grid with the entries constructed using that method.